But apparently by now, most of y'all have heard about 50 Cent versus T.I. I'm gonna scroll through quickly through this because where have you been? But essentially, T.I., I guess, jokingly wanted to challenge 50 to a versus, right? Okay, cool. 50 was like, nah, I ain't really feeling it. But then he posted like a T.I. old clip of him doing like a tip video or whatever. Now he's talking about the rapper version. Anyways, it kind of grew crazy from there. Eventually, he was posting T.I.'s wife on the internet. And at that point in time, T.I. had had enough. T.I., who's already had an album coming on the way, a hot single, already decided to drop some bombs, just, all over, 50's, head top. So now it's, what's going on, y'all? Did 50 go too far by introducing the wife? Is T.I. just leaning into this? Did he have any choice but to respond? Are they too old to be doing this? I mean, Kendrick and Drake, cool, but these niggas, come on, man. What are y'all thoughts about this beef that seems to not be quashed? In fact, lastly, quick update. Hold on. I'm hearing, what's that? Yes, so apparently after going dark, 50 was like, nah, fuck that shit, it's still on. And then T.I. dropped some more diss tracks. I think he's up to 3. Is that right? 3. Yeah, so 3. So what are y'all thoughts on what's going on between 50 and T.I.?
Okay, so this is crazy. First of all, originally I was like, okay, this is just rap beef, right? That's what they do to, and then since T.I. was coming out with a record, of course there'll be some time to start another beef, or even though he was just joking, but 50 take everything too personal. We'll call it that, right? And so on one hand, I'm like, oh, this was a rap beef, but then 50 made it personal because my question was, why did he have to throw Tiny in it, right? I understand she's a celebrity, but she ain't had shit to do with this. So why do you have to throw her in this just to prove a point? And so I'm going to say that I thought 50 was being extra childish, extra petty. And as a matter of fact, I know that people say, oh, well, that's just 50. He was blah, 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 blah. And I just want everybody to understand that he did not help women when he was out in Diddy on the Diddy situation and coming out with the basically surviving Diddy, and folks was rah for him. Nah, this was just him getting his get back because he hold long grudges. And so I'm gonna go with this. I support King Harris, aka the young buck, who came out and was like, nigga, your mama dead. Now what? Now what? Because if you're gonna go to here, let's go to hell with it. So let's see. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen because this was just too much for me. It was like, come on, stop. Come on. Keep it between the men.
So first, I want to put it in perspective, right? Because I was a little shocked too by that picture of Tiny. I was like, that's cold blooded, man. Don't an upskirt of another man's wife. That's real petty, right? Then I thought back to the history, the great history we have of rap battles, and I remember the opening words of "Hit 'Em Up." That's why, you fat mother. And so, you know what I mean? It's kind of like
Right in there.
yes, this is kind of it's in the ballpark, y'all. It's in the ballpark. It's fair game. Is it in poor taste? Sure. But I think taking shots at the person's girl is fair play for where we've gone in this hip hop beef over the years. I mean, that was like 20, what, Nick? That was 29 years ago almost, right? Or 28.
Yeah, it was a long time
Right.
ago,
It was
yeah.
a long time. So my point is that I was a little appalled, right? I was a little shocked. But I think 50's being 50. Everybody's gonna say that. Are they too old for this? I mean, they rap dudes. So if they're too old for this, they're too old for rap. I think what's really interesting though is all of this came to be because 50 was trying to duck a rap battle. Now he got the whole Harris family on his top, like you were saying, right? Damani released a track called Miss Jackson. It's fire. It's the slowest diss track I ever heard. Excuse me, pause. Diss track I ever heard.
Yeah,
It's
there's a lot
fire.
of pause there.
Yeah, I paused for myself. And then
I just wanted to add to that. It was
yeah,
worthy.
and then
Go ahead, I had your back.
King got
Pause.
King coming out with stuff. T.I. saying stuff, so they catching it from all fronts. It's really interesting. I think he tried to duck it. I think he's got to deal with it now. He got all the Harris family rapping on him. So I don't think it worked. I think this is one place where his petty wasn't able to be that red herring and detract from what's really going on. That is that 50 does not have the lyrics to match up against anybody in the Harris household. Maybe not even King. That's sad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely think T.I. has the stronger catalog in the verses. I might try to duck out of it too, personal opinion, but the whole clan is on 50's head. I mean, it's crazy. And the hit 'em up, piece, that's a really good example. This is not unprecedented in bringing your girl in there. Wives and girlfriends is fair game. I don't know about kids, but might want to leave kids alone. But definitely, your girl got to be tight, or she is going to get cooked in the rap battle. So keep her, keep your girl tight. The upskirt was not a flattering angle, but I don't know if there is a good one to be had. But I'm not gonna touch that. I'm gonna stay. Don't come for me in the comments, please. I don't want the Harris clan after me. So somebody, please, Nick G, please take this away from me.
Okay. So, um, please leave these unhealed cancers alone. Okay, 50 is an unhealed cancer, and we take it to hell, to Hades. So 50 is to me, 50 is doing what he normally does. But I found out a fun fact today. 50's on his daily streams, or is it weekly streams, is 46 million. TI's is only 14. 50 has the biggest catalog. He has the more he's global. TI is actually more regional than you think. And so there's a
Mm.
reason. So I would say Google it. Get on the Google right now. So I would say to some, 50 might think it's a little bit beneath him to like he gets nothing out of it. But I will say I think the girlfriends, the wives are a little bit fair game. It happened with Drake and this and that. T.I. kept poking at 50. 50 obviously don't want to do a versus for whatever reason. He's T.I.'s poking because he's got an album coming out. And the sad thing, I think T.I. did it is more like in good fun. And 50 just went in. Um, and I think the son jumping in, I think that's okay too. He's a young man, and I just say, y'all leave 50 alone. He's a miserable man. Like, leave him alone. Like, let him do his thing. Let him go after the pedophiles and the whatever files and the whatever. And he's not a rapper anymore. So I think he's just doing what he do.